So I'm coming on here because I had some things I wanted to bring up. One of the things is a thing I learned about that men did to women called breaking women. And it's a universal thing. Like, men of all ethnic backgrounds and all different types of men have done this forever. Like, forever. To all types of women, their own children. They've used it in, which I just learned today, in fraternities and sports and stuff like that. So, in the process of breaking a woman, a man meets a woman, he compliments her and lift her spirits, give her all this attention, overpour. And I spoke on this before about give a man 3 months and then you will see his true colors. Because in today's day, most women sleep with a man within those 3 months and they believe that he changed. No, he was always that way. He wasn't the way he was the first 3 months. That was the change. He changed for you for a brief moment of time, and then he went back to who he was, because you only can fake who you are for so long. So to the breaking part, men typically, they build you up, flood you with all these compliments. They spend all this time with you. They constantly calling you, want to know everything about you in your life. And then they just flip the script. That turns into disappearing, ghosting, getting smart, and you constantly like, well, what's wrong? Did I do something? Then that goes on for a period of time to where you start looking in the mirror like, well, maybe he stopped liking me because I gained 2 pounds, or maybe he stopped liking me and he's disappearing because you might say like, oh, maybe my breath stink too many times, or maybe my house was a mess. No. He's testing you to see how much you will put up with. And when he can break you to where you hit rock bottom, to where you're solely dependent upon him, he can wait 3 months and do for 3 additional months. So we going from the first 3 months of him overpouring into you, and the 4th to the 6th month, he's ghosting you and having your feelings high and low, acting aggravated, don't really want to talk, so busy. And now you're just questioning yourself. Now you're confused and you starting to go into the depression. From the 6-month mark, maybe, if it goes on this long, because some guys learn this so many times with so many different women, it's happening at more of a rapid speed, because I'm sorry, most women are starting to sleep with guys on the first day, because they went from waiting a year or 2 in high school to going waiting 6 months to 9 months to now 9 months and 6 months to 3 to 2 to a couple of weeks to now sleeping just on the first day, because they're not seeing the pattern with these men. Like, it's a domino effect, and it's affecting the African American group, black people, more that I see. And our homes are broken because of this method. And this method was established from pimps back in the day. And it's funny that now it's been taught to do it just to any typical woman. Where did that come from? How did it go from being a thing that pimps did to women to get them to their lowest point, to where he compliments them like after the 6 to 9 months, like, oh, you look beautiful today. And then you're all giddy, and then tomorrow he ghosting you again, and then you're looking for that compliment, you're looking for that attention. You're like, it's like a drug. Like, oh my God, I need him to say this. I need him to pick up the phone. I need him to just pop up at my house. I need him to tell me he loves me. You need. And he knows that. He don't. And most of the time, a great percentage of the time, he don't care. because initially when he got into this whole breaking, he never had intentions on making you anything anyway. So now, after he's done with getting everything he wanted from you, because most women, after they give up and have sex with the guy, they go to buying him gifts. They go to taking care of his children, doing the things that he lack, and he's giving poor excuses of why he can't do this, get a job. Now you filling out job applications, or he don't want to get his kids or his baby mama this and that. So now you making arrangements to meet with this lady that you don't know and should not know at this point. Just a lot. Or you're spending a lot of time with his mom, and she's playing a role. The sisters play a role. Even the brothers play a role. The friends definitely play a role. But they see this so much. So let's just say if it's one guy, one woman, the woman is going through all these phases, and the friends and the mother and the sisters and seen it so many times, they become numb to the pattern. They know the role as if they were in a movie and action. You know what I'm saying? And then the woman is the only person in a sequence that don't know what's going on. And it's sad because after she goes through this with 1 to 2 or 3 guys, because you're so broken, and because you did not heal, and because you don't know you done lost the sense of who you were in the first guy, and you get to the 4th or 5th guy, and you got this consistent pattern, and now you're getting broken quicker and quicker and quicker because you're not understanding that it was a game, and you're still dealing with trauma from that first time, that depression, and now you done let yourself go. And I had wrote down a couple things that I noticed. So the breaking, it kills your self-esteem. Like I said, so a small compliment from him means the world. And sorry, I'm trying to read in the dark. I wrote down the fact that if he gives you like a small compliment, it means the world to you in that moment. But you're not thinking in that moment like this is something he should do every day. So that's when you jump in. Now, ladies, I'm giving you a tip. You say like, okay, give me a compliment, but you haven't done it in a month or 2. You know what I'm saying? So let's just sit back and not grab onto that one compliment. Let's just see if he keeps doing it. Because I know my hair is done today. I know I look good today. I look good every day. I'm keeping myself up. I'm dieting. I'm exercising. I'm working a job. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. And I'm all the way together. So I lack nothing. So let's see if it's something that he got going on, you know? Like, is he trying to break me? Is he trying to play mind games with me? And if he doesn't continue to give you the attention that you need, or if he's not doing the things he did in the beginning to get you, he's probably not interested. And that's just real. And he's doing you a favor because he's showing you who he is. And the reverse effect is what I wrote down. So while she's broken, she becomes depressed. She overeats, or she don't eat enough. She loses sleep, which causes you to possibly slack at work and at home. And then you start calling off, and then that leads to loss of money. Now he's messing with your money and your finances, and that causes you to mess with your income for your home. And then you have a loss of focus, because now you're going through all these financial problems, and then you're dealing with all these mind games, and then you're dealing with your children that's stressing you out, and then you don't want to tell everybody what's going on because you're thinking that it's going to be something with this guy. You don't want to tell everybody what's going on so they can start to hate this guy, which they probably have the right to feel that way because he shouldn't do this to you in the first place. And then you lose your home. Now you're moving away with a family member, or you are begging him to rescue you, which he never cared anyway. And then sometimes we get so stressed, and I was guilty of this. We rub that stress and you never been in this situation probably before, So you're not channeling what you're going through the right way on your children. So if you're dealing with something and you're sleep deprived, you're financially going through a burden now, you're possibly about to lose your house, now you're snapping at your kids and they have no clue as to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So now you're, what? Oh my God, don't talk to me right now. Oh my God, I'm doing this. I can't deal with that right now. Tell your sister or your brother to help you with your homework. Call your grandmother to come get you. And you just get out my face all day, every day. Now that is rubbing off onto your children and they're going to start to resent you. And now you have another issue. All because of this guy who never cared anyway. You know, so it's just a game that they play, and the guys are playing this game. Some of them subconsciously plays this game. Some of them were taught to play this game, and it's fun to them because they have a variety of women. I had a friend of mine tell me he would never settle down, like ever, because the variety of women is great for him, but I don't believe him. I just feel like he don't know what he wants. And I feel that way about a lot of men. They don't know what they're looking for. That's why you can spend 15 years with a guy, he leaves you, or you leave him, finally break off the toxicity, and then he marries somebody in 3 months. Because you weren't what he was looking for. He didn't know what he wanted, but he wasted your time trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And then the only thing that I feel like can help heal is unconditional love. And this is the problem. We lack unconditional love because we're not taught to love without conditions. Because what I just taught you about the breaking started many generations ago. So now this is passed on, and it's become a generation, what you guys are calling generational curses today. But it's really not. It's just something that's really ignorant that was taught and adapted until it became a huge issue in our relationships today. Men and women today need to heal. Right now, if you're watching this video, you're not watching this on accident, and if you made it this far to the end of this video, it's a reason why. Your spirit is speaking to you. Something in this video that I said is resonating with your soul. And you need to heal. You need to do the self-work and address all your traumas from every relationship, from your parents to your siblings to your friends. If you have to go all the way back to elementary school, it's necessary. I am in the process. I've been through a lot of my, I'll call them dark shadows. You unlocking a Pandora's box. You're opening up things that you suppressed and put back and that you never dealt with. But now is the time to start dealing with these things, because when you meet the person that God has for you, you want to already be so filled up that a compliment is nice, yeah. But you already know this about yourself, and you really know this about yourself. So if this person doesn't compliment you, it won't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Because you already think this way about yourself, or you really know this about yourself. And that's giving somebody else too much control. That a small compliment, oh, you look nice today, will make you feel like, oh my God, you're calling 5 of your girlfriends telling them, like, he told me I look nice today. You haven't said it in 3 months. You should already know you look nice today. And a lot of times you guys don't even pay attention to everybody else around you that told you that already. You can go to the grocery store and you get a compliment, oh, I like your dress, or I like your shoes, or your nice car, you know. And this one person tells you these things, and it means the world. Why didn't it mean the world when the person in the grocery store said it? You know what I'm saying? They told you the truth. This person knows you from Adam, and they just gave you a compliment, and they went out their way to do it because you're a total stranger, and they gave you this compliment. You know what I'm saying? So you have to heal. And I'm going to make more videos. I say this all the time. I know I take a long time to get to them, but I'm really taking the time out to really get this done because I want to help everybody on this journey. I'm going through the journey. I feel like I'm at the end of my journey, and I'm just ready for my life change. Like, I'm really ready for my life changes, and the way I feel right now in my life, I want everybody to feel this way. So, heal. Write down everybody that ever hurt you, their name and what they did, and one by one, every week, look at the name and revisit that time. And then I want you to view what happened from their perspective, your perspective, and then try to figure out if there are any other perspectives. Like, if you can add other people in the room, what would they say went on? Or what would they say about what happened, you know? And forgive them. Forgiveness is hard. I know. I struggle. That was my biggest struggle, was to forgive people for something that I don't even think they were sorry for. But you're not forgiving them for them. You're forgiving them for you. It's a part of your healing. It's a part of your growth. When you forgive them, you cut the ties of these people having that strong tie, that knot bundled you up and locked you away. You're releasing that. You're releasing all these strongholds that people had on you for all these years, from causing you all these different traumas that you never went back and revisited. I'm going to give my testimonies on here, some things that I've been through and how I healed from them, and also, like, what am I doing about it today? Like, how am I living through these days? And a lot of things that I let go, and a lot of people I forgave. I'm going to tell some stories about some things that happened to me, just because I know there's other people out there in the world that goes through things, and they feel like they're the only person that goes through things. And I learned that we're not. And that's why I love platforms like this, because you can hear somebody's story that's way across the world, you know, and they're going through exactly what you're going through, and you'd be like, wow, like, I never thought no one in the world went through what I'm going through. Yes, there's somebody. Your situation is not unique. Well, I'm not going to say it's not unique, because it's your story is unique, but it happened. You know what I'm saying? So the way it happened to you, it has uniqueness to it, but everybody's been through something. And a lot of the things we've been through, someone else been through it. Because me listening to other people's stories, being a listening ear, that helps you heal too. Because then you start to realize, and when you're helping other people, sometimes you have those epiphany moments, and you have those aha moments, like, wow, you go back to something that happened because you're helping this person. Maybe you had something similar happen, and you giving them advice, but you're also giving yourself advice. I am an advocate for that. I do that so much. That's why I want to get on here and help people around the world. I do it in my community all the time, and I see the after effects, and I see that it really helps. So enough talking. I'm gonna let you guys go, and I thank you for watching this video. If you made it to the end, just say hi. I love you guys, and stay with me on this journey, and I'll stay with you too.